Welcome to everyone for today's episode Cyberslay. We are thrilled to have Divya Goda with us, esteemed leader in the cybersecurity field, and Divya is currently working as a cybersecurity expert with Indian Public Sector Bank. And with her impressive background that spans industry, academia, and she's a national cybersecurity scholar holding her certifications like CISSP, PMP, and a lot more other ISO credentials. And her journey from a faculty to top cybersecurity expert has been marked by numerous awards and recognition. Divya is also a dedicated community leader, speaker, and volunteer. I Let's dive into her inspiring story and gain insights from her wealth of experience. Actually, I am personally happy to have you here, Divya.
Thank you so much, Pooja, for your kind words and kind introduction about me. Even I'm very excited to be on this show. Thank you, Pooja. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, so Divya, we really want to understand, like, you literally change your career from the faculty to cybersecurity field. And there's a lot of people out there who's looking to upskill themselves and to start their career. So we are going to have a little bit of questions to understand the challenges that which you have faced. So what
Definitely.
inspired you to transition from a faculty member to a career in cybersecurity?
Actually, I am a movie buff since childhood. So most of the people who knows me, they know I'm a very huge fan of Dr. Puneet Rajkumar sir, who is no more with us today, unfortunately. So in my college days when engineering I was studying, so I saw the movie Prithvi that got released. So he plays the role of an IAS officer, and since then I really wanted to become a civil servant. So in my final year, I decided that I am not going to take up any of the campus placements. So I didn't attend any of the interviews. So many campus interviews like Wipro, Infosys, Deloitte, they like you name it. Everybody has come and recruited a lot of my batchmates in my college, but I used to bunk those things and I used to just relax during those times. And one of my placement officer, suddenly caught me one day and asked me, "Really, which company you have been recruited and all." Then I said, "No, no, sir, I'm not at all interested in going to these kind of MNCs as of now. My goal is to be a civil servant. Meanwhile, probably I can, do some kind of a teaching job because I was teaching my classmates and I used to prepare notes, and it was quite popular. And even today, if you Google for Divya RNSIT notes, I think 8 to 10 subjects will pop up. And I was quite popular for the way of my teaching, so I thought, why not let me teach for competitive exams and meanwhile prepare for competitive exams. And that's how I entered through Professor SNS sir. He called the IMS learning resources to my campus for the recruitment. So I am a campus recruited faculty when I was a student
Okay.
itself. So I taught for GRE, GMAT, all the IBPS exams, placement trainings. I have been a visiting faculty at Reva University, AMC University at that time, and I did some freelancing. I taught national level exams for the school students like NTSC, where I have taught 8 standard, 10 standard students also for aptitude. Then housewives also, whoever wanted to take some government jobs, so they were also my students. And the students, a lot of them have settled abroad after doing their MS, and a lot of students who have done PGCET for their masters. So I have a wide set of students and background. And meanwhile, I was also preparing for competitive exams like UPSC. Unfortunately, I couldn't clear UPSC in 1 or 2 attempts, and meanwhile, I was also attempting government jobs. So, 2, 3 government jobs were in my hand, and one of them I chose that time was Corporation Bank as an IT officer, which is now merged to another public sector bank. So currently I'm serving. So I was a IT specialist. So I thought, okay, let me take up first government job and meanwhile still try for my dreams of being a civil servant. So till very recently, like later I got married. Then I was a pregnant woman, and still I was trying even during my pregnancy also to make it, but still managing household office, and my dreams was not an easy thing. Meanwhile, I have done quite a few studies and certifications in banking sector as well. I'm certified associate of Indian Institute of Banking. Later on, I moved on as a passion. I started doing some courses on cyber crimes and IT security, what I was all about it. And I was involved in a lot of digital products department in the bank. Then I moved into core banking. There also, I was a trainer. I got an opportunity to train the employees of the bank in one of the core banking solutions. So every week I used to have a new batch, and I used to interact with a lot of my colleagues, and I used to help them through WhatsApp groups also. I used to guide a lot of them. I think this was recognized by the management, and meanwhile, Reserve Bank of India their master cybersecurity framework for all the banks in the year 2016, 17, and all. So at that time, it became compulsory for all the Indian banks to have a cybersecurity department, like a dedicated department for cybersecurity, complying with a lot of regulatory guidelines. Then I was the first person who was selected during that organization when I was working to start the department. And later on, my very good colleagues also joined me one by one, one by one. The team got expanded, and we were there setting up the foundations, drafting all the SOPs, how the solutions have to be. Then only I got to know what is this red team, blue team, offensive, defensive, ethical hacking, lot of tools. I was just put into that department because of the guidelines. And then I started doing some research on it. And I sincerely want to thank my YouTuber Prab Nair, who is, I think, very, very popular for creating cybersecurity contents. I think he's very long ago he started creating some contents, and post COVID you can see a lot of more social media influencer and YouTuber started, but he was kind of a pioneer who started these kind of things. So I slowly started learning, and I fell in love with the subject also. And I also started doing a lot of research in COVID, and post that some certifications, everything. So right now I am into that career, and as I fell in love now, you know, I don't want to really explore other departments because I've already been in IT for some time, academia for some time, but cybersecurity is a very passionate subject for me as of now, and it's a requirement for the nation as well. So I think in the upcoming questions, or whenever I get a chance, I'll discuss more about those things. So this is how my journey has been. It was accidental entry, but now um, a kind of inspiration, motivation, the community support which I'm getting, and the career prospects which are coming. Everything, everything is a combination. I think I'm just loving it.
Yeah,
Something for the nation,
that's so
something for
amazing.
the nation. So this is one opportunity. Probably I can't become a civil servant now because of my age restrictions or whatever. But there is
Yeah.
always a way we can give back to society. So
Yes.
this is one career sector where we can do a lot of volunteering, awareness to people, and a
Yes.
lot of ways I can give back to society. I can form some also whenever
Yeah.
I get a chance. So I'll be discussing those things as well.
Yeah, security matters for each and everything. It's not only for the organization. It's like for the people. All more mainly, I can say that everybody needs a security right now, and definitely seeing your career that you started. So, what exactly your turning point in your career that significantly shaped your path in cybersecurity?
Firstly, yeah, pre-COVID, when before merger, I would like to say a big thanks to one of my senior executives, Mr. Anjibabu sir, because he chose me and he told me first time, like there is something called SOC, there is something called CISSP, there is something called ethical hacking and all. So I must really thank him for this opportunity. Otherwise, I don't think so I would have come this far. That was a stepping stone. Every time I would like to congratulate or I want to thank sincerely to the first people who have been in my life with respect to cybersecurity. That was one thing. And secondly, post COVID, when I again came back, resumed from my maternity break and all this, when I really again wanted to start my cybersecurity journey. I even failed in some of the certification exams even before I could clear all these things. So at that time also my colleague Mr. Jawahar also, he has seen the bad days of mine and how I have struggled to make this journey. So he was there. That was one turning point. And then I was doing awareness activities at a very local level. Like I used to call even my security guards, electricians, housekeeping people. Like I used to train them. So you are getting a debit card. So please do not share your password, and this is not the way you should handle. So I used to give some small awareness to school kids also, to my family members, and then one of the college, my own engineering college where I graduated, they were calling me for various webinars, and I used to take what are the different career paths in cybersecurity. After engineering, what all you can pursue, not only in cybersecurity, more than that, because I was a trainer as well for competitive exams. So this is small things I was doing. Major turning point, one more turning point I would say is getting introduced to the community. IS Square Bangalore chapter, and when I started attending conferences, events, and when I got to know the people from industry. So since then, I look back. I think last 2 years I have been active on social media also, where I have, you know, received a lot of support from the community because of my initiative. A very small initiative was started in one small room or one small classroom. Now it has grown to a very big initiative in the community. So these are some turning points, I must say. So one is being selected for cybersecurity, and exploring beyond my career, means not restricting
Yeah.
to my office work. Exploring beyond that was another turning point. Two phases.
Yeah. uh, as you have mentioned, like, there are some key challenges definitely you have faced it about the certification that you mentioned. So how do you overcome to any of the key challenges in this part of the year of in cybersecurity?
Not only cybersecurity, I think having born as a girl child itself, it's so challenging at various stages, because most of the Indian parents are still today in the mindset that okay, she's a girl, so she has to study this. Or society would have decided what you have to do till 12th also. After that, also society would have decided, but based on your CT ranking or whatever it is, you are going to choose your graduation path. So
Yes.
after choosing that, again everybody wants to just get a secure job, get married, go have kids. Like this is a kind of a trend which the society is having. So everybody gets busy. So you are at the entry level of your career, but you are a graduate. You are taking up you don't have much of household responsibility because your mommy is doing everything. Then you get one promotion, then you get married. So work wise also responsibility gets increased, and office wise
Yes.
also, personal life also it increased. Then another promotion came in office, and I was carrying then a baby's responsibility. Then another promotion again, it's a different thing. So there were a lot of job relocations. It impacts your health so much because you're always treating yourself as the least priority. Everybody for that matter, every woman for that matter, I think you are always dedicated to your office work. Women are the most sincere people. Like most of the employees I have seen, so they take very less breaks also compared to others, and they're very sincere in doing that work, and they are multitasking, they are very capable. So I really encourage a lot of women. I really respect a lot of women for whatever they are doing, because I know many women's journey, because I was also uh, Karnataka Women's, what is it, Women's Wing Secretary for my Officers Association. I have heard stories. I have known what kind of challenges they are going through. Some are not having parents, some are having kids again separated from family. They are juggling with multiple things. So I think there is a need of support, a support from your female colleagues as well as male colleagues. I was very, very fortunate, as I already said. Mr. Jawahar is one of my male colleagues who has been throughout my cybersecurity journey. Such gentlemen are really required for every woman, because even in my department, whoever women employees there, we ensure that when they join, especially during their marriage time or when they are going for a maternity break or something, women require certain special privileges with respect to some kind of flexibility and all. Everybody cannot give the same performance at all stages of life. There will be some ups and downs, and if your colleagues can understand, if your team can understand that and support you during your toughest time, and if your family also in a certain way, if they can also join hands, somebody can do some of the household chores. If they can join hands, some can look after the baby, some can do other things. I think it's easy to overcome, and there is no point in getting
Yeah.
depressed. There is ups and downs, and you will fall a lot of times, but you should be very resilient. There will be a lot of resistance, that everybody is not going to support you in the same way, especially when you're doing certifications. There will be some people who are getting inspired also, and some of them who can think that, okay, what is she always studying something, she's not giving adequate time to family or the work. So this kind of a thing, you might have to sacrifice your uh, lot of occasions also, but
Yeah.
you have to face it. Once you are successful, remember that somebody is going to take your interview, and somebody is going to take you as an inspiration. Because personally, I have faced some of the very, very supportive people, but whereas some people also would taunt me, like, if you're leaving my, like, if I'm leaving my child in daycare, they would really taunt, like, what kind of a mother you are, you're so cruel, you are leaving such a small baby in daycare, what is a necessity for you to work on. This, sometimes makes us very guilty. And if you are going for gym workout or doing some exercise or health related activities for maintaining fitness, so what is the necessity for you to do at this age? Or people are there, like, society is going to anyway judge you, but if you are confident that you can do something, I don't think you have to worry about these kind of negative people. So staying away with negative people, focus where you have gone wrong, where you have gone right. Be very kind to yourself. Things are going to be bad at some times, but be kind to yourself. Don't punish yourself for whatever negative things has happened. There is always a way to make your comeback. So I think it is more of a emotional status come, like, despite whatever profile you are having. This is applicable for every career,
Yes.
whether you are an artist or a dancer or a politician or whoever it is. Everybody has their own things, everybody's journey. I think this is more of an emotional mindset, and with good support from positive people and staying away from negative people, really, really makes a huge difference.
Yes. And once you decide that what you really want to do in your career, the consistency is the key for that. Like we need to ignore everything what people are saying and we need to focus what we are doing because we know what we are doing. And we know when we do it consistency that if we do it, definitely we will be there at the stage. And as per your experience and all, where your leadership skills were, that is put for the test. And how did you navigated that situation?
Uh, Definitely, there were tough times, especially during some migration times and the merger times. You know, we had to take some decision, because those decisions were affecting all the employees of the organization. Earlier,
Yeah.
when I was working before merger, there were around 17,000 employees. So certain activities in core banking were banned. It would affect everybody. Everybody would be sitting before the system, still waiting for some resolution. Some pan India technical issues are happening, and there were some challenging situations where we have to take quick decisions so that it is a beneficial thing for all, not affecting anything to the organization. So at that time, I had outsourced employees, so many L1s, L2s, around 30, 40 people reporting. And I had to gear up quickly, so take some decisions, discuss the same with my executives, and you know, provide some quick resolution. So that is how, like in core banking and migration merger times, I had taken some decisions. Apart from that, there has been not so challenging things which are happening. So we used to discuss. So it's a teamwork. Everybody would give suggestions, and we would definitely do it as quickly as possible, or delegating tasks to the right people. I think choosing right person for right job at the right time solves half of the problem. So if I give it to somebody who is not very much capable, they wouldn't do it. So same thing. Uh, our executives also would trust us that we are capable of doing certain things, and they would entrust some tasks to us. So I think generally I would say these things only because I can't relate the exact technical issues which has
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
So yes, right
Yeah.
person, right time for the right job.
Yeah. And in your career development time, when in the cybersecurity, when you choose to, switch into the cybersecurity side, did you really approach anyone for the mentoring into this field, or there's already team was helping you? As I think you already mentioned about the mentoring part, there were some seniors who were helping you out. So, did you approach to them to just understand like what you need to choose, and how was that?
Basically, my discussions for cybersecurity started when I was working in Bangalore. I'm a Bangalorean, so at that time I was in Bangalore. Again, as I said, my Anju Babu, sir, who is my senior executive, so he wanted to start the SOC in Bangalore. So he wrote
Okay.
one chit that these are the certifications and these are the things you have to refer, and be ready. And we just met in one of the conference, and then he told, if you are ready, I'm going to post your orders to cybersecurity. It was quite emotional decision also to leave IT and go to cybersecurity, that too being a first employee, having no idea where I'll end up or what I'll do. But I thought, okay, this is a probably blessing in disguise. So there is no harm in trying something which I really don't know. Let me take it as a challenge, and there is always a opportunity to get back to IT. If I really want to get back, there is always a scope to get back. But if I started liking something and if I can do well, then let me continue. So this is what I thought, and I just came. And with respect to mentors, at that time, I used to go with my service providers who were actually doing the VAPT and the SOC related activities. I used to sit next to them and learn in real time how they are doing these things, and that was the initial learning only. Later on, I did some online courses, especially during COVID, and the mentorship started quite recently, some 2 years ago, or like 1.5 year ago, especially. I met Mr. Anand Naidu sir. He's a executive director of our Indian ISAC, as well as Sri Shankar sir. He's one of the global CISO for Siemens. And these people actually started, mentoring me and like taking me to the labs, giving me hands-on experience on IoT security, and enroll me for various courses of ISAC, as well as the National Cybersecurity Scholar. Also, they were my mentors. They told like there is such a program which you have to do. Apart from that, I myself was doing whatever I would get, and as I told Mr. Jawahar, we both used to sit and discuss which is the next best thing which we can do, and which is getting industry recognition or some kind of a knowledge which we are lacking. So together we would do a lot of courses, but mentor-wise, initial mentor has say Mr. Anand Naidu and Mr. Sri Shankar. Out of women, I must say Sujata Yakasiri, who is the founder president of Worldwide Women in Cybersecurity. So she is also one of the mentor who gave me all the opportunity, learning, and some kind of training. So they shaped my career, and they will continue to shape my career. And a lot of people are there. Small, small
Yeah.
things I have been receiving mentorships from various people. Karthik is there, and ISM chapter, all the board members, everybody in a different way. Mentorship cannot. be just limited to, okay, Divya, this is the concept, this is the thing you have to study. That is not the mentorship. That's not a complete mentorship, I must say. Uh, Last year, when I was doing some LinkedIn posts and other things, so Kamal sir also told me, please be very choosy in what you are posting because people are observing. So if you are frequently posting something which is not doing any value addition, so people may not consider you very seriously. So be very choosy. And recently, also one of my senior colleague, Mr. Krishna Shastri sir, also told like this conferences and awards also you have to limit your public speaking, or you have to be very choosy where you are speaking, what you are speaking when you are making public appearance. So everything, Anand Naidu sir also, lot of things they have told how you have to start mentoring other people. Like he is transforming me to a mentor from a mentee. So how I will be able to guide some interns, small students like who are in their engineering colleges, how I'll be able to guide. So he is transforming me. Same with Sri Shankar sir. He has given me deadline when I have to shift my stuff to GRC. Like I have been doing other roles, but he wants me to shift to GRC as early as possible. So they are guiding me. So as a future leader, whatever capabilities or skills I have to have apart from the knowledge, there are a lot of other skills. So they are also guiding me. In that way, mentorship is a must for everyone, and I'm very very fortunate. All my teachers, right from my school, even college teachers, everybody, most of them are in touch with me. I do go back to college and I give back something to the college also. So I am the department advisory board member, deciding the syllabus for cybersecurity department and how the things have to move, the program objectives, everything. So that way also, it's a great thing. It's a great feeling. So that respect for teachers are always there and mentors are always there. So being a teacher, I know what the value of teachers. So mentors are required for everybody, for every career, I must say, not only this one.
That's a lot of things actually you do. Like, apart from working along with the helping and giving back to the society is always matters when you are in a IT field. So, like already you have mentioned that you were in SOC and then the GRC part too. So, what exactly your role evolving in the coming years, and what are your long-term career goals in cybersecurity?
Uh, Cybersecurity, technically, I must say that I'm a very, very average person. I love playing CTF, so some part of hacking related stuff I really like, and I'm addicted also. That's why I don't do it very often. Whenever I get time for some competitions. Other than that, I am more a kind of an administration person. So as I told you, one in a small classroom, some of the dreams started. I started mentoring a few students for cybersecurity. When I approached the same thing to ISS Square Bangalore chapter, for example, so there I got a huge support. Then we developed program for an entire university called Elevate You. So because here the children are studying some subjects in engineering, but industry wants some other skills, and there is always a gap between the academia and industry. So me being from academia background as well as working in industry for a decade almost, I know what is the missing part. Cybersecurity is going to become, is already a national problem. If you have seen lot of news, FedEx scams, 65 crore loss for Bangalore itself, and like this, crores and crores of rupees loss are happening. Cyber warfare is happening. So just like what Indian Army, Navy, Air Force is there, I think we need to build a cyber army for the country. So if I start doing in one classroom, two classrooms, so it will take a long time to build army. So as of now, we have tied up with one university, and with the help of IC2 Bangalore chapter and many industry leaders, we are going to expand this to many big colleges and universities. So where we are training the students on certain skills which the industry requires, and we are telling this to the industry also, to some companies. see, we have already trained this kind of students for the security part or the hacking part, or you can directly hire them. Like your training cost also will be, reduced. So this is how a lot of trainings are happening. Even through Isaac, also a lot of trainings, internships, everything is happening where we are making the students industry ready, directly employable. So this way we are working out with both the academy and industry. There are a lot of communities. CXO Cybers is there, and Sujata, also from Worldwide Women in Cybersecurity, she's planning for scholarship to students, very deserving students in tier 2, tier 3 cities. So we are not restricting to the city students where they are already having lot of facilities. So anybody who is, capable but probably not financially well off, for those students also these communities are supporting. So as a community, we are very strong. Lot of MNCs, Google, Amazon, and other companies are coming forward for sponsoring few conferences, events, just to support students and recruitment. This is how I think in future also I want to be in a decision making level where we will take up so many decisions, create so many policies in the academia and the industry, so that every state government or the central government has to consider cybersecurity as a very serious problem, and we have to start building the army. Otherwise, it's very very difficult. So I would like to see myself in a administration level where I am a decision maker, probably on the boards of some of the bigger organizations or the central government. So this is what, as an IAS aspiration only. So in another way, I want to achieve that goal.
That's
So
yeah, that's
uh,
that's really great actually. Yeah, because as you know that now people are coming to know when they got hacked or they're losing money. They are coming to
money.
know that okay, this is what the scams is happening. This is how I have to take care of to myself. But that is in the city are okay, like people know about it. But in the villages, in the normal villages, small villages, they don't know anything about these things. I think it might definitely gonna be helpful for a lot of people. Let's talk about few of the certification that you already done, right? So, how do you think this certification really help you to in the career of cybersecurity?
It adds a lot of value, and you have to be very choosy about your certifications. For me, initially,
Yes.
as I told, it was experiment only. So everybody does ethical hacking. So I thought I will enroll this, and I already told I have even failed that exam. That was, when my baby was very very small. Every day I used to study 1 hour in my maternity break also, and I used to give exams. Then I got little shattered that I'm not able to study now, and not able to give that same output which I was giving before my maternity. So then again, I slowly started investing in some free certifications online, and then certifications which cost me little lesser value, so that even if I don't clear, I'm not ending up losing a lot of money. So slowly I did a lot of courses, and then my ultimate plan was to finish CISSP. And as an engineer, like just like any other engineer, I have this going to IIT, the dream of going to IIT. So I have done my post graduation certification in cybersecurity from IIT Palakkad. That also got over, and the National Cybersecurity Scholar Program, that was by Isaac from IIT Gandhinagar, where we even uh, stayed there and attended classes. So this was all I have done. Certification is essential to understand a lot of concepts, but that is not sufficient. Certification certainly helps you to clear few interviews or get shortlisted for a lot of interviews, because they mention either CSSP or some certifications as a mandatory thing or a desirable thing. So you will stand out. Your profile is definitely going to stand out if you are an IIT or a CISSP. This kind of a profile is there. Definitely, it gives you an edge. But you have to be a continuous learner. Just today, I saw my favorite Prabnaya's video. There are two types of learners. One is instrumental learning, one is called intrinsic learning. So instrumental learning is, okay, you think that cybersecurity will give me some very good job, it's a recession free job, so let me do the certification and I'll be very happy in future. And that is going to be instrumental learning. But after 6 months or something, you get so frustrated because you are actually not able to deliver, because it was just a fantasy that, okay, you liked something and you got something. But it should be like a marriage only. Either you should love the cybersecurity and get married to it, or you marry cybersecurity and start loving it. Otherwise, it is not going to be easy. And with the advent of Gen AI and a lot of other challenges in the industry, or you cannot just use ChatGPT and take a decision as a CISO or a cybersecurity expert. So learning has to be continuous and it should come from within. It's a very very vast subject, and every day something from somebody you have to keep learning. I think that's the only way you can survive in the industry. Certifications are not ultimate, but definitely essential for you to end up in some dream job or dream company, big four or MNC, whatever you're aspiring for. I think that's a just a way. That's a journey, not the destination. That's in a simple thing.
Yeah. Even as you mentioned about continuous learning in cybersecurity, it's like in the 2024 from January to May, there has been 22,857 new vulnerability have been reported to CVEs. When I was researching about it, so not only that, what we know about it, it's like a continuous learning. It will come because there's always a new way the hackers are try to get into the network, so we need to understand how it literally happened. So I think the continuous learning will definitely take a part here. The certifications also. Most probably, what happens if you see in the market, a lot of people fall for certification rather focusing on lots of hands-on experience on the learning part. So I think that might be helpful. And what are the key trends and the challenges you see in cybersecurity landscape today?
That's what, as I already mentioned, key trends is lot of communities or certifications and people who are trying to change their career to cybersecurity. They are also falling trap for most of the money making organizations or certifications. So that is a one awareness I would like to give before that. So please don't trust all these things. Some LinkedIn post, I was rejected by Google, I was rejected by Microsoft, I did so and so course in cybersecurity from so and so institution, so now I have a package of so and so. Suddenly everybody is expecting 7 digit 8 digit salary as a fresher. So please go away from fantasies, because all this doesn't work out in real life. You have to climb the ladder, then only you will know the value of it. So you come step by step. That is the first awareness point I would like to give, because there is a lot of social media influencers having a certain number of followers. They are misguiding a lot of people. So the trends are definitely with the advent of emerging technologies like Gen AI. It is helpful also because next generation SOC is having the firewalls or the IDS, IPS or the SOC related solutions, whatever you are having. That is also inbuilt with a lot of AI ML capabilities, where you can automatically do a lot of investigations and detections also to secure your organization, and it reduces a lot of manual efforts. Whereas same thing is also going to become dangerous, because the deepfakes and the ransomware and a lot of other frauds which are happening just because of this Gen AI. A lot of people. So both positive way and negative way, it is taking huge importance. So that is the trend as well as a challenge to detect what is true, fake, and how do we really you know do the awareness to so many people, so many citizens. It's a very very challenging situation, because lot of postgraduates and very very knowledgeable professionals. And 2 days ago, bank employee, retired bank employee, she has even done kind of a screen sharing when the fraudster called for a credit card issue. I don't know, like at that moment, even being a bank employee, you know that nobody calls you for this credit card thing or asking for a password or screen sharing the other details. I really don't know. Suddenly, what goes wrong with them? They click the links and they fall prey to these fraudsters. And I think very big challenge is to create awareness. The making the human factor very strong is a very big challenge. Whether it is our own personal thing or in the organization also, to analyze the behavior of the employees, to make them aware about the phishing emails which are coming. Or I think even a security guard also, who is there, housekeeping people, everybody should be aware. If some pen drive is fallen at your gate or in a parking lot also, for example, nobody should just take it, okay, I got a free pen drive, and just put it in the organization system or something. So even that sense of awareness should be there for a housekeeping or a security person also, to report this incident, that somebody has tried to do this maybe intentionally, so report this. So everybody should know where to report instead of getting panic. They have to know there is a www.cybercrime.gov.in portal, so they have to report. That is the crime side of it, where we have to report and we have to help people. Organizations wise, if you can see CISSP or the CISOs which are there, they are only there for certain big organization. Remaining other organization thinks that I don't need security. I think even a small supermarket also, which is depending on the computer billing, I think even they require some backup. They require some kind of antivirus in the system and all the security, because all their customer data, the barcodes of all the items present in supermarket. I think everything is depending on one system. So if that fails, I think they are going to close their business itself. So security is required for every organization, and it can be power sector, telecom sector, manufacturing sector, oil and gas sector. For many places it can be hacked. Nowadays, only software people or the financial entities only, they are little focused on security, having a CISO. Many organizations still don't have a security department or a CISO. This is also a very big challenge. So to be addressed very, very carefully, because every organization thinks that security is just an expenditure. Nobody appreciates, because we don't get any revenue by
Yeah.
giving security. But they have to consider why this is required, why this is essential for their organization. Otherwise, they will shut down in no time. Just one ransomware attack and they are gone. This is a big challenge.
Yeah. So you already mentioned few of the things here, like continuous learning, upskilling. They have to go with the certification and all, and also there are few of the industries also you have mentioned that they have to be very secure, have to have a backup and the antivirus and everything. So for your experience that you have it, what do you think the biggest or any emerging technology do you think will have the biggest impact on cybersecurity? Do you think any
As
other
of
technologies will
now,
come? Yeah.
As of now, it is Gen AI, metaverse. All these things are definitely a very big challenge. People, two, three ways it is going to affect. Because of this, uh, industry wise, it is different. Crime wise, if I see, due to metaverse and due to this AI games, first of all, due to internet being so inexpensive in India, and the kids, who are supposed to study in the teenage, they are so much addicted to smartphones, the social media, the games. They are interacting with strangers in the online world and in the meta world,
That's
whatever
true.
it is. And they have just lost themselves playing games for hours and hours. Like they are sitting at the same place without having water, food. no movement, no physical activity. As per latest report, more than 50% of Indians are not physically fit. So that health report also has come. So the teenagers are not at all going out to play, and they are first of all sitting inside doing this. And women, or the children or the adolescent girls also, they are being scammed by a lot of extortion activities and child pornography. They are able to go to dark web marketplaces, and the drugs are so easily available in that. So this advent of technology, of this Meta, what kind of avatars they are having in Meta, nobody knows. Like parents, they are not so aware what the kids are really doing, and they should have some strong parenting controls. Otherwise, right from teenage, or this the age gap of 18 years, 16 years, or the college goers, if the entire mass, that entire population, if they get spoiled, they are the future of India. So they have been targeted. Means any game you play or any social media, the reels are made for you to spoil your time only. And it will come, suggestions will come automatically, and you keep scrolling, keep scrolling, keep scrolling, and you don't know, you have ended up losing 1 hour, 2 hour, and it just happens. So there is no control. So this is a big thing I think India is facing. Probably in other countries internet is at least slightly expensive, and they have some restrictions on these just usage of social media, usage of certain applications. But I think now there are deadly games also, like GTA game also I've heard, where you start killing people, murdering people, then only you get lot of points. The teenagers are also very very aggressive. I have heard this from my lot of school teachers and college teachers. So they are very very aggressive. If you snatch the phone in the classroom, they can't survive. They can't be without a phone. So this is a very very worst trend, I think, which is happening, and all the parents have to be very much aware. And also with respect to privacy, you must be knowing about open source intelligence, how much of intelligence we can gather just by your social media, whatever you are posting, your location, your family background, your history. So that awareness is also lacking, and because of this increased crime rates, you have seen now the very famous case happening in Karnataka, all because of social media, cyberbullying, trolling. Lot of extreme things have happened, right from celebrities and other
Yes.
people involved in that. So this is really, everybody now, they are so scared and so shocked by this kind of incidents, where a murder can happen because of one comment or some negative things in social media. This is a very disturbing situation. Cyber security in organizations are different. Maybe you will lose some money because of financial fraud, you can earn back the money. But if you're losing life like this, or if you're losing your children's future, so many families are coming to streets, or you know people are becoming so aggressive, children are becoming so aggressive. There are so many cases where children have killed the parents because parents told them to stop using the games. And
Yes,
so
that's
many
true.
selfie deaths have happened. I don't know why they are so crazy about selfies. The India is having highest rate of deaths due to
Yeah.
selfies. And
Yes.
some countries are also targeting Indian kids, because Indians, we are quite brilliant. We are taking up a lot of good positions in abroad also. We are migrating outside, taking up very good jobs, because we are very strong in science, maths, and some of the STEM subjects. So if they are targeting our kids right now through the social media, gaming, drugs, and other things, so obviously, Indian population, the talent will come down. So this is also one of the targeted attacks happening on our kids. Also, I think this is more disturbing to me compared to any financial fraud, or people losing money. Okay, I understand there's hard-earned money, and something is lost, but you can always earn back the money which you might have lost. There is always a way it can be given back also, with lot of police investigation or other things. There is a way. You will lose something, but you may get something back. But these are very, very disturbing situation. What is happening in today? Whatever happened to Rashmika Mandana, her videos. So these are the things you we may think, okay, she is a celebrity, she is used to it, or probably one pregnant women in Bollywood also, she was trolled for her baby also, or you name it. Now you are trolling everyone. Why people are so jobless doing this? This will have lot of negative effect on mother baby. Maybe she is a celebrity, but people should have some kind of behavioral change also. So I think too much access to internet, too much access to the cyberspace is giving them, uh, the mindset is spoiled. So this is a major concern for country, I must say.
Yeah, that's really true. Actually, if we pick this topic now, we can talk a lot about it.
Lot
Like
about it.
lot
Yes.
of thing what is happening, because every day even I read the news every day what's happening around me in Hyderabad. I got to know a lot of things. Even people, the students, especially the girls, have been targeted, and because of their photos which they share on the Instagram and all. I've also seen some girls in the just they are just a teenage. Actually, they kill themselves because of someone take over the account and they're posting the videos and all. I think this is something really very serious. When you talk about this, we really have to give a lot of awareness to the people, so they should be aware of it. If anything happen, where to go, what has to be done. I think this is something very serious that people know about it. So hopefully maybe in the coming time, if we really wanted to talk about this, we can pick this topic and we can talk a lot about it and give the awareness based on the social media how it is falling for it. I can say
I
to
think
reduce this
just
kind of
like
crimes.
Kajal's
Yeah.
Satyabhama movie, She Safe is one app I think she promoted. There is also
Okay.
Cop Connect app. Cop Connect is a free app available for the citizens, where a lot of
Hmm.
trained cybercrime intervention officers, cyber lawyers, cyber psychologists are available. Based on your area, you can choose with whom you can approach, because online fraud is something. Okay, you can report it to 1930 cybercrime with screenshots. How you can do that is there, but serious issues like kidnapping, extortion, cyberbullying, child pornography, all these things, if you request their help, it is always there, and your information will be very, very confidential and it won't be shared. They are also coming up with Cop Connect cafes. Already in Bangalore it has started, where you can go and discuss your whatever confidential issues, probably like girl kidnapping or whatever happened. Probably if you're not comfortable talking on phone, you can go and discuss. So that kind of facilities also have come up in, I think, Dayanand Sagar College, one cafe is there, AMC College, one is there, Rotary Club in Bangalore, also one cafe. I think it's expanding. So industries are also coming up doing the CSR funding for these kind of cafes. So citizens also should be aware, just like uh, Satyabam, I'm really impressed by Kajal's movie. I think movies are also making a big impact. I must really thank Kajal Agarwal and the entire team of even Satyabama for making such movies. There is a similar movie, Operation Java, in Malayalam, where teenagers are doing this kind of WhatsApp forwarding. They get paid for doing this pornographic videos viral and other things, and they are also being jailed. So a lot of things out of immaturity they are doing, and they come from a very good family, and really innocent parents are also suffering. So I think this goes on and on. I think if we can speak,
Yeah.
but really a major concern. Parents have to be very much careful about what people are doing.
Yeah, and yeah, actually, this is something different. Like, if we talk about it, we'll just get into more about those topics. So,
Yes.
um, yeah, let's coming to the point of the cybersecurity career. Like, because as you're saying, these all things are increasing. Definitely, there will be different kind of cybersecurity services. It's gonna come. This different application will come. Cybersecurity will keep increasing. I mean, in the market as an industry. So, for people who are switching their career, would you give any aspiring cybersecurity professional saying that any kind of transition from their fields for the advisors would you like to give for these people who wanted to switch their career into cybersecurity?
Again, it depends on the reason why they are switching their career into cybersecurity. And I've told it's as critical as a marriage. So if you're really
Yes.
in love and you want to do it, then only you enter this. Otherwise, please stay away. When somebody is doing this or somebody told you this will be a very lucrative career, that's why if you are entering, maybe you will not enjoy it or you will not succeed also. So if you are coming,
Yeah.
of course, there is a very, very basic course from IAC2, that is certified in cybersecurity course. One can do that also. And there are a lot of videos of Prab Nair you can watch where he gives you different domains in cybersecurity. Like if you want to enter GRC, if you want to be a policymaker, then what you have to do. If you are doing into ethical hacking, I think there are some certifications for that as well. Or if you're just to go for basics, there is Isaac certified basics in information security, that kind of a thing. If you want to practice CTF, through CTF also many boys and girls are getting hired because they're having good rank in Hack the Box or Try Hack Me kind of platforms. If you're CTF and if your profile is good, companies are going to hire you based on your ranking. And uh, and start attending some of the local chapter events and cybersecurity communities. You can become member. Many communities have got free membership, like security besides Bangalore is there, CSA Bangalore is there, Isaac, Isaka, and IEC2 also. Little membership fees you have to pay, but their events will be free for some time. So these kind of events, when you start attending, making friends, and in case your organization has got both IT and cybersecurity, and you are working as a testing person or a developing area, and if you have somebody who is doing cybersecurity, just go to them, talk to them, and just learn, sit and learn what they are doing, how they are managing that particular portfolio, and you just have to discuss. And if you get to know some good professionals, consultants, online mentors, I think go and discuss what is the future and how real time it is being done, because certifications can give you some knowledge but not the experience of doing. So please go to some people who are already doing. Most of the time when you approach them on LinkedIn or any social media, if you approach 10 people, I think 5 6 people are kind enough to reply, okay, this is how you study, this is how you do. Okay, it's just a message, what you're going to lose. So keep your egos aside. And a lot of students are also chatting, or 5 years plus experienced people are also chatting. So I've told them, do not worry about the salary. In case you have some internal job posting in your company where you can just take a transfer to that department, that's the best way to do, rather than searching it freshly outside, because there is a very less opportunity. You may get shortlisted in a new company. Otherwise, internally, if you can get a transfer or a job posting, that's the best way to start with. And salary, please do not worry about the salary initially, because you are there to learn. So keep your focus on learning and getting the experience rather than worrying about the money. It will come automatically. That's all I must say, because it's a recession-free job. If you're really strong, really capable, having good networking, industry connect, that is going to be a cakewalk for you. Especially, I want to encourage a lot of women. They think this is complicated. I may not be able to hack, or I may not be able to handle this much technical thing. It's all nothing. Leadership skills, knowledge don't have any gender. I think anybody can do it, and women can do it even more better. I have seen that they can do even more better. So they can do a lot of things. Multitasking, they are very, very good in multitasking. And I think, yeah, you can come. You can come with some mentorship, some guidance, and some good industry connect. That is very, very important if you are a fresher. Industry connect nowadays, you simply apply on Naukri or LinkedIn job post. You may not get shortlisted. You may be trying. So I think your good profile building is also important. Make your LinkedIn profile strong. Make your resume very strong. Nowadays, AI is actually shortlisting in most of the major companies. So it looks for certain keywords to shortlist you. I think a good resume writing skill is also important, and the way you project yourself in the industry on your social media, or whenever you attend some events. So the way you project yourself, that is also going to be there. If you're not at all getting any such jobs and you're still continuing in your IT field, at least go for some freelancing. There are many freelancing opportunities where you can do some mini projects, or some smaller organizations who cannot afford a full-time cybersecurity professional will give you some small amount, some projects you have to do and give it to them, some policy you may have to create. So at least start doing such things. No, if something wrong happens, you can always pay them back also. If in worst case, if something wrong happens, it's a small amount you have taken, you can pay them back. So go for freelancing. If nothing works for you, that is one thing which is going to definitely work.
Yeah. As I think you have given a lot of answers to the questions, and a lot of people are already confused that whether to take cybersecurity as a career or not. I'll just do a recap. Definitely, people are looking out for the career. They have to choose, or they have to first say that why they are choosing cybersecurity and what domain they have to go. Because in cybersecurity, there's SOC, there's ethical hacking, VAPT, there's again a GRC, the compliance, whole different part of it. So people actually not aware of it. So when you are starting it off, definitely they have to choose, and they have to keep learning, have to do freelancing. I think your journey is literally going to inspire a lot of people. And we also got one question which you already, while talking you have answered that question also. So I'm really happy. Even there are few points here, is that cybersecurity is totally different industry, totally different, because we are protecting each and everything. It's not only that people are who got connected to the internet, it is about the physical security too. It is about everything. It is a matters about protecting your data. It is an organization, it's a people and everything. So changing the career, that's your experience that you came from, and now you are even still learning. For you also it is still learning, and you're looking into more challenging ways and all. I think that's so inspiring for us, for a lot of people. And I would really thank you, Divya, for joining us today, and giving your journey, because as you mentioned about women, especially in India, it is too much challenging for us. It's not only dealing with the career part or something else also we need to take care about it. So never give up, guys. Whoever is watching us, and you saw the consistency, I can say, if you really want to do something in your life, it's not only about cybersecurity. If you want to go any industry, any IT part, you want to take it. So you just choose it, and you have to work on it, and the focus will definitely land a very good job. And I think Divya gonna inspire a lot of people in the coming time, and we wish you the luck. I know the lot of things that you wanted to do in cybersecurity, and we're really happy to have you here, Divya. Any last point would you like to mention in this session?
First of all, really, really thank you, Pooja, and the entire team of CLEAP and KIS for choosing me. Especially when I saw it's a second episode, I was even more excited. So many, many, many wishes to you, your team, and the Cyber State Talk Show. Hope you have many more episodes in future, and you keep inspiring them. Such a great job encouraging thing which you are doing for the community. So this definitely will help a lot of people around the world who wants to come into cybersecurity. My last few words is, you be humble, be kind, just don't forget from where you came from, and first
Yes.
and foremost, you have to take care of your health. Because suppose you are having fever or you're sick for a week or something, that is totally unproductive thing which you can never get back. So if you are maintaining your fitness and health well, especially as a woman, your entire family is depending on you. Maybe your team and colleagues are also depending on you. So you have to take care of yourself. So be kind to yourself. And no matter whatever you achieve in your life, and what it can have ups and downs, you may have awards, recognitions, and anything can
Yes.
come. Money, power, everything can come, but always stay down to earth. That is going to take you a very, very long way. I think, once again, thank you, Pooja. I think and you just believe in yourself, you will be able to do it. There is nothing like I have told or somebody has told. Just believe
Yes,
in yourself,
yes,
anything can happen. Even Pooja is doing a great thing. She's a Bangalorean and we both are currently in Hyderabad, so she is also doing a lot of things along with her uh, full-time job. A lot of things she is doing. So whatever, whenever it's possible, give back to people, give back to community. No need to be in
yes,
the form of money. It can be in the form of knowledge or any other way. Whenever you get an opportunity, please give back to community, and whatever awareness you can give, make you, your friends and your family aware. I think that itself is going to make entire the country uh, aware. So
yeah.
that's all. Take care of your health and have a great life.
Yeah, thank you so much, Divya. And thanks, everyone. The audience, I would like to say that be safe online. And if anything you wanted to have any question or something, definitely you can reach out to me or you can reach out to Divya. And Divya, thank you so much.
Thank you, Pooja, and thanks for all the audience and my social media followers, supporter, friends, family, everybody for this opportunity. Thank you once again. Looking forward for more such works in
Yes.
future. We'll do some great
Yeah,
things. We'll meet up. Thank you, Pooja.
yeah, sure. Sure, Divya.
Bye bye.
And will everyone, let's see you for the next episode coming on Thursday, 11 o'clock with one of the speaker. So stay tuned. See you soon.
See you all.